But for some, it went down to the wire.
For the first time in this tournament, we have a tie.
For others, it took slaying a giant.
Deborah was so good that the judges said no.
But the hardest part of being in the Final Four is the fight to be in the final. It's the I Beg to Differ semi-finals. Monday.
My name is Fabian.
One winner.
My name is Busari. Emmanuel.
One winner. Tuesday.
I am Musa Nicholas.
One winner.
My name is Stephanie Ahmed.
One winner, 1 million naira. Join me, Sandra Ezekwesili, my panel of judges, and the best student debaters in Lagos, Mondays to Thursdays at 4 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM. This tournament is brought to you in partnership with Webster University Ghana, OBC.com, RLG Communications, Storm Body Spray, and Booker Hot.
It's the I Beg to Differ semi-finals, Final Four. Our debaters are one win away from the final. We are here right now, 3 debates away from one winner, 1 million naira. And speaking of the grand prize, a big thank you to all our sponsors and partners who have made I Beg to Differ happen. Webster University Ghana is our prize sponsor. Webster University gives you the opportunity to start your university education in Ghana and finish in the US or in Europe or in Asia. They also have multiple scholarship offerings, and they also offer master's degrees and other postgraduate degrees. If you are interested in getting started, especially because now ASU has extended their strike indefinitely, give them a call on 09122 374818 09122 374818. Now, you know the winner of this tournament gets 1 million naira. But that's not the only prize up for grabs. Webster University Ghana is also giving the runner-up 500,000 naira and 250,000 naira to the second runner-up. Obiwizi.com has prizes for the top 3 finishers. They've been partnering with I Beg to Differ since the very first tournament in November 2021. They're giving the winner a laptop. The runner-up gets a tablet. The second runner-up gets a flip speaker. Obiwizi.com offers both new and good as new gadgets at affordable prices, all of them under warranty. They also provide repair, advisory, and after-sales service. You can check them out on Instagram at Obiwizi. It's spelled Obiwizy. They are in Abuja at Omega Center Plaza. In Lagos, they're at number 26A, Busola Duresimieti Drive, Lekki Phase 1. Or simply just go to their website, obiwizi.com. All 4 semi-finalists who will debate today and tomorrow will walk away with a tablet from RLG. RLG Communications is a Nigerian original equipment manufacturer. They're based in Ilesha, that's in Osun State. They manufacture laptops, desktop computers, decoders, smart electric meters, power banks, and yes, tablets. And all our contestants have gotten a goodie bag from Storm Body Spray. Big thank you to Storm Body Spray. Also, big thank you to our hospitality partner, Booker Hot, making sure each debater gets a good meal so that they can recharge after their debate, win or lose. But I always like to say that if you make it onto the live shows of I Beg to Differ, you haven't lost, you have won, because over 300 students auditioned to be where you were at today. Now, you know Booker Hot as a restaurant, but they also provide catering services, and they have a new outlet opening on Awolowo Way on the 1st of September. That's on Thursday. All right. Now that you've met our partners, let's debate. Our first debater is our number 16 seed. He is 13 years old in JS3 at Cayley College. He came in through the playoffs. He has defeated every high-ranked seed that he has faced in the round of 16 and in the quarterfinal. Fabian Chigbundu, welcome to the I Beg to Differ semifinals.
Thank you, ma.
Good to see you. And then our second debater is our number 12 seed. He's 13 years old in SS1 at Ifako International Secondary School. In his previous I Beg to Differ appearance, he made it to the semi-final as well and eventually came fourth. Emmanuel Busari, welcome to I Beg to Differ.
Thank you, ma.
The contestants have been told the rules, but here they are again. I will give you a topic. One of you will be in support, one of you will oppose. You will each first get 3 minutes to present your positions. And then you will each get another 3 minutes in the rebuttal round to address your opponent's point. And then you'll get another 3 minutes to close your arguments. Now remember, there are no do-overs. If you make an error, the clock is the clock. My panel of judges will score both rounds based on number, quality, and originality of unique points made. If you repeat a point, your score will not increase. Clarity of thought and eloquence of presentation will earn you high points. Number of opponents' points addressed, very important if you want to win. The strength of a rebuttal of each point will determine who stays and who goes home. Now, if your scores are tied, and I have a feeling about both of you, if your scores are tied, there will be a tiebreaker round. You'll switch sides. You'll have 3 minutes to debate in favor of your opponent's position. You'll be scored for all new points you make, which were missed by your opponent, and for new rebuttals to the points that you made earlier on. I do hope that you read your emails for yourselves and you saw all the tips that we left in that email for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you already know your topic. Should government increase taxation to pay for better services? Or should government improve services first to justify tax increases? Now, let's decide who supports and who opposes. I've got a coin to decide this. Emmanuel, you're going to choose either heads or tails because you're the higher seed. If the coin lands on the one that you choose, you will support the motion. If it lands on the other side, then you will oppose the motion. Yes? And I am tossing the coin. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails. Heads it is. So it means that Emmanuel will say government should improve services first to justify tax increases, while you will say that government should increase taxation to pay for better services. Gentlemen, we'll take a break. When we come back from this break, it'll be time for round one. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, your moderator. You're listening to the semi-finals of I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hey, Ben, Mr. Study Abroad, welcome back.
Thanks, Monet. I missed Accra, but I'll never forget the canals of the Netherlands and beautiful St. Louis in the US. I really feel like a global citizen.
That's the Webster advantage. A quality American degree, small class sizes, top-notch campus facilities, and the chance to spend up to a school year in the US, Europe, or Asia.
Apply now to become a Webster University student for undergraduate studies or to pursue a master's program.
Call 0912-237-4818 and visit webster.edu.gh today.
The upsets and drama continued in the quarterfinals.
This is truly the final before the final.
It felt like I was listening to a final. Was it just me?
The underdogs knocked out the last of the top 4 seeds.
Deborah, this is not the end for you, like I said.
For some, it seemed inevitable.
You telling me that a celebrity can be a role model is you telling me?
For some, it went down to the wire.
For the first time in this tournament, we have a tie.
For others, it took slaying a giant.
Deborah was so good that the judges said no.
But the hardest part of being in the final 4 is the fight to be in the final. It's the I Beg to Differ semi-finals. Monday,
My name is Fabian.
one winner.
My name is Busari, Emmanuel.
One winner. Tuesday,
I am Musa Nicholas.
one winner.
My name is Stephanie Amek.
One winner, 1 million naira. Join me, Sandra Ezekwesili, my panel of judges, and the best student debaters in Lagos, Mondays to Thursdays at 4 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM. This tournament is brought to you in partnership with Webster University Ghana, obiwizi.com, RLG Communications, Storm Body Spray, and Booker Hot.
It's time for round one, the presentation round. Let's start with the motion supporter, Fabian Chigbundu, 13 years old in JS3 at Cayley College. He will debate that government should increase taxation to pay for better services. Your 3 minutes start now.
According to Alfred Bushnell Hart, tax is the price that a civilized community pays to remain civilized. Good day, panel of judges, moderator, time, Felco, debater, and my listening audience. My name is Fabian Chigbundu from Cayley College. I know some played before us is, should government increase taxation in order to provide better services, or should they improve on services first to justify tax increase? And I strongly believe that government should increase taxation in order to provide better services with the following points. Firstly, we Domestic population increasing in tens and services increasing in ones. How would government be able to provide adequate services with the rapid rates in increase of population? Furthermore, increase in taxation helps governments with revenue generation, which will further lead to funds and then good services. And I must add that increase in taxation helps government to meet up with the depreciating value of currency. It's no secret that Nigeria's currency is depreciating every day, and with a world that is warring with the dollar, the government has to increase taxation in order to match this depreciating value. Furthermore, increase in taxation helps the government to meet up with increase in public utilities. Statistics have shown that the price to build a 100-kilometer road in 1998 has increased over 60% in 2022. So how would government be able to provide standard services if they do not increase taxation? Then leading to my next point, that increase in taxation helps the government in management of the economy, as it will lead to good planning, good savings, and further lead to proper and adequate essential services. And I must add that increasing taxation helps in redistribution of income. All fingers are not equal and will never be equal. Government increases tax of high income earners and reduces tax of low income earners in order to bring balance to the society. Furthermore, Mohamed Taufik stated that taxation brings about contact between the government and the citizens. And let me lead you to my next point, that increase in taxation helps the government to balance between taxable and non-taxable citizens. The ratio between them is 1:3, but this rate continues to increase. If the government do not increase taxation, how do they be able to take care of non-taxable citizens like retirees and children? And let me tell you that increase in taxation helps government to control the consumption of goods that are dangerous to society, like tobacco, cigarettes, and alcohol. And in this, they also gain funds to provide better services. And finally, increasing bad taxation leads to budget deficit and government debt. IMF have pointed out that only 6% of Nigeria's active taxpayers pay tax, and that's one of the major reasons why Nigeria has budget deficits and the government is in such debt. In conclusion, in my opinion, taxation is like shopping. What I buy are government services. What I pay are my taxes. And if I really want to buy something, won't I pay for it at any cost? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fabian Chigbundu. You've got 40 seconds left. Well done. All right, Lagos. Let's hear from his opponent, our number 12 seed, 13 years old in SS1 at Ifako International Secondary School, Emmanuel Busari. Your 3 minutes start now.
Marshall, the power to tax is the power to destroy, and according to John S. Coleman, what the government must must first of all take. The production capacity of our country depends on the workforce of the skill set of our workforce, which consists of machines, humans, and computers. And overloading this workforce with increasing taxes, start almost to put in the cart before the horse. But before I go deep into the topic, it's common courtesy to give on us someone else is due. Good day, moderator, panel of that. I create time for my co-debater and my attentive audience. My name is Fabian, Emmanuel, being the first editor of Ifako International Secondary School, and I'm here to oppose the motion which state that government should increase taxes for better services, or government should improve services to justify payment of tax. First, the danger of corruption. Increasing tax is the mother of corruption, and this is an incentive for taxpayers to evade paying of tax, and they might want to engage in corrupt practices so as to escape paying of tax. Deadweight loss. Deadweight loss is also known as excess burden, and according to the Tax Foundation, doubling tax rates quadruples deadweight loss, which means that excess burden increases faster than the rate of rather than the rate of revenue generation. Welfare loss. Welfare loss is defined as the decrease in social and economical welfare of the society, and it doesn't speak all of the society to decrease the welfare of the citizens so as to increase tax. So in my own opinion, government should improve services to justify payment of tax. It discourages investors. According to the Guardian newspaper, they try to encourage some business owners who own businesses across Africa to build their headquarters in Nigeria, but they decline. This is because of the disincentive that they will have to face, and this doesn't speak well of the country. So to this end, government should improve services to justify payment of tax. Another reason why I strongly oppose the motion is food insecurity. According to Sarah Magnus, increase in tax causes food insecurity, and a common predicament is that farmers can't go to their farms because of bandits. So how are they supposed to deal with the increase in tax without them being able to go to their place of work? Inflation. Increase in tax leads to uneven rising in prices, and uneven rising in prices leads to reducing the purchasing capacity of consumers. So it therefore leads to inflation. So in my own opinion, government should improve services to increase tax. It leads to unhealthy migration of youth. Even though teens are youths, they, as long as they earn a certain amount of income, they are entitled to pay tax. So and because they might overwhelm them, they might try and boycott paying tax by migration. So as to lead, so youth to not go into unhealthy migration, it's better for governments to improve services rather than just increasing taxation. Economic crisis. The social situation of our society is in dire need of help, and increasing taxes will further just push our society into crisis. So by improving services, we can push Nigeria out of recession. Finally, increasing tax just leads to internal land disputes. Internal land disputes has been going on in Nigeria for a very long period of time, and many lives have been lost due to discourse. To prevent loss of life due to discourse, government should improve services. To justify payment of tax. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel Busari. Well done. He's our number 12 seed. He's 13 years old in SS1 at Ifako International Secondary School. Like I told you in his previous I Beg to Differ appearance, he made it to the semi-final and eventually came fourth. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, your moderator. Our debaters just talked about whether government should increase taxation to pay for better services or should improve services first to justify tax increases. Let's take a break. When we come back from this break, it will be time for the rebuttal round.
Hey, Ben, Mr. Study Abroad, welcome back.
Thanks, Monet. I missed Accra, but I'll never forget the canals of the Netherlands and beautiful St. Louis in the US. I really feel like a global citizen.
That's the Webster advantage. A quality American degree, small class sizes, top-notch campus facilities, and the chance to spend up to a school year in the US, Europe, or Asia.
Apply now to become a Webster University student for undergraduate studies or to pursue a master's program.
Call 0912-237-4818 and visit webster.edu.gh today.
I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. It's time now for the rebuttal round. And for the rebuttal round, we're going to start with Emmanuel Busari. Emmanuel Busari, your 3 minutes start now.
All protocols duly observed and remain a foreign Busari Emmanuel. I would like to start my rebuttal by addressing the first point that my opponent made. So that how are governments supposed to provide services? There are other sources that a country involves in making money. Like in Nigeria produces crude oil, and in India they provide medical services for other countries. So there are other means of making income that can help a country provide services. Revenue generation. There are other forms of revenue generation. Like I said before, Nigeria makes its money from crude oil. So saying that increasing taxes will lead to revenue generation is wrong, because rather improving services will make more doors open for revenue generation. Depreciation of value. Increasing taxes does not solve the depreciation in Nigeria in value. Increasing tax doesn't solve it. So by saying that is preposterous, because it will just allow fat cats to embezzle the tax in the money gotten from the taxes, and increasing prices for amenities. That, like I said before, there are other sources of making money. So the government can be able to provide enough money so that it can pay for the amenities for the society. Management of income, management of the economy. Like I said before, increasing taxes allows governments to make enough money to manage the economy. So increasing taxes management of economy is not an excuse to increase taxes. Redistribution of income. Rather than increasing taxes, improving services will lead to redistribution of income, because the government will, by increasing improving services, this will lead to redistribution of income, and it will help the people who are not capable of paying taxes. It leads connection between government and citizens. It actually does not, because by improving services, that's when you see a bond between citizens and government is built, because citizens will now have a sense of trust for their government, knowing that if they were to pay the taxes, then there will be improvements in services. It allows them to take care of non-tax paying citizens. What is the assurance that the taxes that have been increased will be spent wisely? How are you so sure that it will not be embezzled? Because as we can see in Nigeria, most of the money that Nigeria gains is not being put into sensible uses. So by increasing taxes, we are not sure whether it will be put into helping non-tax paying citizens. And that's all that I was able to gather from my opponent's rebuttal round. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel Busari, and well done. You had 42 seconds left. Fabian Chigbundu, 3 minutes. for your rebuttal round, and it starts.
You mentioned that John Marshall stated that the power to tax is the power to destroy. But might I ask you that power to tax is actually the power to create, as taxation has led to the creation of many machines, like you stated yourself. Many machines and other people are being blessed with jobs due to taxation. And you also mentioned the danger of corruption. Might I say increase in taxation brings about accountability, as the government will need to be accountable for the reason why they are increasing taxation. You also mentioned excess body, but might I tell you that this body will be reduced, as the government will now be able to fund for machines that will aid the economy. And let me tell you, if you give someone 10 naira and expecting them to buy you 100 naira indomie, would that ever happen? No, that's the situation we're putting the government in currently. You will never be able to receive the end product if you don't give them a bit more. You also mentioned welfare laws, but might I tell you that welfare laws, that the government will be able to provide better services, like I earlier stated, to match the welfare laws. And you also mentioned increase in inflation, but that tell you, economic states that VAT leads to rise in the cost of goods, and therefore reducing disposable income. This citizens will now be able to pick the goods that are necessary for their well-being, therefore reducing inflation of unnecessary goods. You also mentioned unhealthy migration, but where will this youth migrate to? Isn't it still in the country? Because of those services that the country was able to bring about, because government is now able to provide good services because increase in taxation, and that is where the youth will migrate to. You also mentioned economic crisis, like I earlier stated. Increase in taxation will bring about better services because of funds and revenue generation, and therefore reducing economic crisis. You also mentioned international disputes and internal disputes. These people are actually thinking for the short term and not for the long term. Increase in taxation may not benefit them now, but in the long run it will. And the funny thing is that research has shown that people that actually go into these internal disputes and social unrest actually are tax evaders, and tax evasion is an illegal avoidance of tax, and which is a crime, and all of them should be punished. And might I tell you that increase in taxation also allows the government to take care of the citizens, and also helps them to eradicate insecurity. As mentioned, food insecurity is largely due to bandits, but if the government increases taxation, which will bring about accountability, therefore reducing corruption, the government will also be able to deal with the insecurity problem, therefore eradicating bandits, and also increasing the revenue in which the citizens can obtain, also reducing poverty and increasing employment rates. Also, it will also aid the economic growth of the country. And I still remain Fabian, and I stand strong by my notion that government should increase taxation in order to provide better services. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fabian Chigbundu. Well done. Okay, let's take another break. When we come back from this break, it will be time for their closing round. Now, for this closing round, we will hear from the motion supporter, Fabian Chigbundu. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. This is I Beg to Differ, the very first semi-final match. The final four will receive tablets from RLG Communications. Whoever wins today will return on Monday for the final. Whoever doesn't win today will return on Monday as well for the third place match. Don't go away, Lagos. This is Nigeria Info 99.3.
The upsets and drama continued in the quarterfinals.
This is truly the final before the final.
It felt like I was listening to a final. Was it just me?
The underdogs knocked out the last of the top four seeds.
Deborah, this is not the end for you, like I said.
For some, it seemed inevitable.
You telling me that a celebrity can be a role model? You telling me?
For some, it went down to the wire.
For the first time in this tournament, we have a tie.
For others, it took slaying a giant.
Deborah was so good that the judges said no.
But the hardest part of being in the final four is the fight to be in the final. It's the I Beg to Differ semi-finals. Monday.
My name is Fabian.
One winner.
My name is Busari, Emmanuel.
One winner. Tuesday.
I am Musa Nicholas.
One winner.
My name is Stephanie Ahmed.
One winner, 1 million naira. Join me, Sandra Ezekwesili, my panel of judges, and the best student debaters in Lagos, Mondays to Thursdays at 4 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM. This tournament is brought to you in partnership with Webster University Ghana, obiwizi.com, RLG Communications, Storm Body Spray, and Booker Hot.
So it's been almost 200 days of ASU strike. Are you tired or not? Because I think I am. You know how you always say, what God cannot do does not exist. Guess what? If you've ever wanted to go to an American university, now is your chance. Webster University Ghana campus is taking applications for its undergraduate and graduate programs for August and October intakes. I mean, you can get a scholarship to study computer science, management, psychology, media studies, or international relations. Webster also has its master's degrees in business, international relations, and human resource management. I mean, this gives you an opportunity to start your college education in Ghana and finish in the US of A, USA, Europe, or Asia. If you're looking for more details on this information, all you have to do is call the number 091 223 74818, 091 223 74818 now for more details.
I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Thank you again to Webster University Ghana for giving us the money that we'll be giving these children. One of them in this room could go home with 1 million naira. And the person who doesn't go home with 1 million naira could go home with 250,000 naira if they win their third place match. They will definitely be receiving tablets from RLG Communications. One of them will definitely get a speaker from obiwizi.com. One of them will definitely receive all kinds of prizes from our other sponsors. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, your moderator. It's time now for the closing round. Now, for our first and second rounds, you have listened to 13-year-olds debate. Should government increase taxation to pay for better services? Or should government improve services first to justify tax increases? Our first debater was 13 in JS3 at Cayley College. Well, he is 13 in JS3 at Cayley College. He's our number 16 seed. Came in through the playoffs, has defeated every higher ranked seed that he has faced in the round of 16 and in the quarterfinal. Fabian Chigbundu, that's his name. He supports that the government should increase taxation to pay for better services. His opponent is our second debater, our number 12 seed, 13 years old as well, in SS1 at Ifako International Secondary School. And like I said, in his previous I Beg to Differ appearance, he made it to the semi-final as well. Eventually, he came fourth. Emmanuel Busari says that government should improve services first to justify tax increases. Now, for the first round, we started with the motion supporter and then we went to the motion opposer. During the rebuttal round, we started with the motion opposer and then went to the motion supporter. For this closing round, we'll start again with Fabian Chigbundu, the motion supporter. Your final 3 minutes start now.
My opponent stated that revenue and there are other means of revenue generation. But my title is that the government also utilizes this, especially when research has proven that 60% of Nigeria's populace avoid tax and 6% of our active taxpayers do not actually are the only ones that pay tax. You also mentioned that it doesn't take away depreciation. Yes, it actually evens out depreciation as government is now able to fund for better services. You also mentioned management is not largely dependent on taxation, increase in taxation. But I tell you that it is, because services is largely dependent on funds. And what does that taxation does? It increases revenue and brings about funds. You said it does also increase the relationship between the government and the citizens. But I also tell you that, like our earlier statements, the government, when it increases taxation, it will bring about accountability, and therefore the citizens will have transparency between them and the government. And now I join my voice with that of Joyce Marshall and state that for patriots like myself, paying tax gives me a feeling of responsibility, of being part of the fabric of our country and contributing to the common good. In addition to this, one of the characteristics of tax in law is quid pro quid, which says that you should pay tax without expecting any specific thing in return. Furthermore, a principle of tax is flexibility, which allows the government to increase and decrease taxation as situation deems fit, and especially in a situation that has proven difficult for Nigeria. Furthermore, government aids and protects infants and local industries by increasing tax of imported goods. Therefore eradicating poverty and increasing employment rates. And my tell you that increase in taxation helps the government reach with urban migration. Like you stated, most youth migrate to other areas. So would the state government have to wait before they increase taxation to match this state's population growth? The answer is emphatically no. Furthermore, increase in taxation helps the government to match the increase in demand of civil servants to increase their minimum wage. And I must add that the little light that has been seen by Nigeria's tertiary institution like we are facing today is largely due to the 2% education tax paid by companies, and finally increase in millionaires tax. Government increases tax of high income earners and said to be key funds in investments, because these people pay more yet they pay less, these people earn more yet they pay less, which shouldn't be. In conclusion, I still stand by my stance that government should increase taxation in order to provide better services. Like they say in street slang, better soup na money maker.
Hey, Fabian Chigbundu. Fabian Chigbundu is 13. He's our number 16 seed. He's a student at Cayley College. Fabian came in through the playoffs. And Fabian says, I pay tax. Who do you pay tax, Fabian? You're 13 at the secondary school. Where you pay tax, Fabian? Let's come to his opponent now for his own closing round. You've got 3 minutes. Emmanuel Busari. Emmanuel is our number 12 seed. He's also 13 years old. He's in SS1 at Ifako International Secondary School. 3 minutes and it starts now.
I'd like to start my conclusion. By stating that increase in tax without improving services leads to resource mismanagement, because the government will be too busy with the increase in tax. The natural resources given to us by God will be mismanaged by people who don't have the legal rights to use it. It also leads to increase in terrorist attacks. This is because the government will be too focused on increase in on the taxations that they won't be able to focus on internal attacks by terrorists and waste of funds. The money that is spent on advocating increase in tax, like putting up banners, ads, and billboards, the money can be used to improve services that would prove to us that it is justified for them to increase the tax. And stagnancy. Increase the tax will just to stagnancy, because there's no assurance that the government will use the taxations that have been paid to given to them. There's no assurance that they will use this reasonably. And according to Albert Einstein, one of the most intelligent people in the world, they said that one of the most hardest things to do is to understand tax. So even though the smartest things agrees, one of the smartest people in the world agrees that tax is very confusing. So therefore, increasing it will increase the confusion level. And also, according to somebody once said, collecting more tax than needed is now legalized robbery, because it's only a man that works for his own money with his own sweat that knows how to use the money. And in your rebuttal round, you said that they'll be able to provide services. Like I said before, there's no assurance that the money will be spent on social amenities and basic infrastructures. And you said by yourself that the VAT, value added tax, increases the price of goods. So this will allow people to be able to reduce the purchasing power of consumers and better services. There's no assurance that it to be put into services, because countries like Nigeria now, the money the revenue that is being gained is not being put into better services and also take care of citizens. It has not been assured that the money paid will be able to be used to take care of citizens and reducing corruption. However, it increases corruption. This is because it will allow the fat cats to be able to prove an incentive for fat cats to embezzle the money gotten from increasing tax and reduction of poverty. If there is no, like I said before, if there is no assurance that the increase in tax will be put into taking care of the citizens of a society. And I said this will also aid economic growth. Economy's growth. The money that is being paid, the tax that is originally being paid, why hasn't the government put it into social amenities and basic infrastructure? So if the government can't manage the present amount of tax, why should it then be increased? I like that. On that note, I end my conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel Busari. Well done. Great job to both of you. I want you to remember that you are both 13 years old. 13 years old. It's impressive that you are on Nigerian radio debating for 1 million people in Lagos about taxes at 13. It is so impressive that you've made it all the way to the semi-finals. You are the last four standing. I want you to pat yourselves on the back. You've done so well. Congratulations to both of you and well done.
Thank you.
Well done, well done, well done. Okay. Let's take a break. When we come back from this break, we'll see if we have a winner or if we have a tie. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. You're listening to the semi-final, the very first one for this edition of I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The upsets and drama continued in the quarterfinals.
This is truly the final before the final.
It felt like I was listening to a final. Was it just me?
The underdogs knocked out the last of the top 4 seeds.
Deborah, this is not the end for you, like I said.
For some, it seemed inevitable.
You telling me that a celebrity can be a role model is you telling me?
For some, it went down to the wire.
For the first time in this tournament, we have a tie.
For others, it took slaying a giant.
Deborah was so good that the judges said no.
But the hardest part of being in the final 4 is the fight to be in the final. It's the I Beg to Differ semi-finals. Monday,
My name is Fabian.
one winner.
My name is Busari, Emmanuel.
One winner. Tuesday,
I am Musa Nicholas.
one winner.
My name is Stephanie Amek.
One winner, 1 million naira. Join me, Sandra Ezekwesili, my panel of judges, and the best student debaters in Lagos, Mondays to Thursdays at 4 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info FM. This tournament is brought to you in partnership with Webster University Ghana, obiwizi.com, RLG Communications, Storm Body Spray, and Booker Hot.
Thank you again to both of you for a wonderful debate, but there can only be one winner. And so in the presentation round, Fabian Chigbundu scored 58. Emmanuel Busari scored 61. For presentation style, Fabian Chigbundu 23. Emmanuel Busari 17. In the rebuttal round, Fabian and Emmanuel tie at 44. For rebuttal style, Fabian scores 23. Emmanuel scored 20. In the closing round, Fabian Chigbundu scored 23. Emmanuel scored 26. For closing style, Fabian scored 17. Emmanuel scored 14. And the debater moving on to the 4th ever I Beg to Differ final is Fabian Chigbundu with 188 points to 182 points. Well done, Fabian.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The amazing thing is that you were on the playoffs. And here you are today in the finals. Congratulations, Fabian. How does it feel?
It feels really nice.
I know. All the sleepless nights are paying off, right?
Yes.
Right? Thank you. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Well done. Thank you for taking part. You did so well. It's not the end of the road to you. You're going to be coming back for the 3rd place match on Monday. You still have one more battle. And if you fight really hard, you could go home as the 3rd place winner. But well done to you, Emmanuel. Good job and congratulations. All right, Emmanuel Busari leaving the studio now. We're going to send you an email by the time we know who your opponent is tomorrow. You get an email to prepare. Monday at 4 p.m. you'll be here bright and early for your final match. Congratulations to you again.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done. All right. Emmanuel is out there surrounded by family and friends. He's not taking the loss very well, shedding a number of tears. But it is what it is. There must be one winner. And he did not give his best today. But well done to both of them. In my book, they're both winners. All right. Let's talk. 014657190. 0700-993-993-993. Hello. Thank you for calling us.
Hello.
Thank you for calling. What's your name?
Mirabel calling you from Kotu.
Hi, Mirabel. Welcome.
Okay, yeah, Sandra. I want to say congratulations to Chigbundu. Both of them tried.
Yes, they did.
But Chigbundu was like the underdog because this guy Emmanuel has faced more tougher opponents than him. So I was feeling Emmanuel to be like Emmanuel would just sweep him out. I was surprised, sir.
Yes.
Both of them tried, sir.
They both did. They both did.
The Emmanuel I saw on Wednesday against Deborah, it's not the Emmanuel I saw today with Sandra.
Yeah,
his voice was shaking. His voice was last week on Wednesday. His voice was mad. His presentation was mad. But today, I don't know what happened. His voice was shaking like it was no.
He wasn't very confident today. I don't know why.
I see that there's more in him than what he gave today.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I think we'll come touch. I can't wait for tomorrow.
All right. Tomorrow we have Stephanie Ame and Nicholas Musa Okoya tomorrow at 4:00. That's the second semi-final match. Whoever wins that will be facing Fabian on Monday during the finals. We've got Energy on the line.
Energy, anyone? Yeah.
Oh, welcome. Good to have you on the show. You're live on air now. Welcome.
Oh, good day, Sandra.
Hi. Good day to you.
Yeah, so I followed the debate and I quite disagree with the result.
Well, okay.
Yeah, so basically, I think Emmanuel was stellar.
Okay.
And what's his name? His opposition also did great, but Emmanuel did better because one, he established the fact that you cannot trust the government with these monies and all of that. But the thing is, I think what the judges were on the lookout for was the fact that it is just good to pay taxes. Maybe that's what they saw. But then they failed to understand that Emmanuel was establishing a point when it comes to trust. And that was the concept that he came with. That was the body for the debate. But his opponent did not even shoot that at all. Yeah, so basically I disagree with that, with the call.
Okay, all right. Thank you for calling and thank you for listening. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you? What's your name?
Fine. This is Prudence calling from Ayobo.
Hi, Prudence from Ayobo.
Sandra, this is very emotional for me.
For a lot of people. See my Facebook. Everybody's crying.
Sandra.
Yes.
I'm happy for Fabian, but I'm not really just happy. Emmanuel didn't just come today. He didn't just... I guess he was nervous or maybe... I don't know, but today was not just good for him. No, it should have been my Emmanuel. Well, I'm happy for Fabian. Very happy for him.
Okay.
Should have seen the smile on his face. He's very happy. Okay. Well, I'm not happy, Sha.
Okay.
Tomorrow, Sha, my Musa must win. If not, okay. I've said mine.
All right. Thanks for calling, Prudence. Paulinus on Facebook says, Sandra, Fabian looks like a 10-year-old, but he sounds like a 19-year-old. Congratulations to him and kudos to Emmanuel for his brilliant debate. Ebera says both of them are winners, but good decision. Fabian deserves to win. Dixon says please encourage them to hug each other, build the spirit of sportsmanship among them. Well done to both of them. Well, Emmanuel left the studio even before I finished talking, so there's that. We've got Deborah Williams who says Emmanuel, keep it. Okay, no. He's responding to someone. Let me just come back to the phone lines and take calls. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, Sandra. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
My name is Sharon. How are you?
I'm very well. Hi, Sharon.
Wow, I feel so bad for Emmanuel.
I know.
I feel like crying.
Oh.
But they did a very good job. But Fabian, he was, and it was very close. Just 6 points.
It was just 6 points. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. And I want to talk about the people that comment. I actually go to Facebook just for those comments. Facebook commenters are lit. I love it. I really, really love it. So congratulations to Fabian. He did a good job. Especially with his final closing statement. But that's just the money maker.
Now money maker.
Yes, so well done.
Thank you very much. Lucas Nya says, seriously, age is affecting Emmanuel. He deserves to be the winner, but age is affecting him, you people should give that boy something serious. Okay. Lucas, his opponent is the same age as him and in a younger class than him. So I don't understand your point, because Fabian is 13 years old in JS3. Emmanuel is 13 in SS1. Emmanuel faced somebody that was in SS2 last week and won with really high numbers. So I don't understand this your age point. But let's talk to TA. Hi, TA.
Hi, Sandra.
Welcome.
I was rooting for Busari, but Busari didn't come to the party today. I think something is definitely wrong. Probably maybe he didn't do well in his exam or somebody beat him, I don't know. But something was definitely wrong with Emmanuel today. It was not lively at all. It was not lively. But in terms of the judgment that the other lady called about, I disagree with the lady, because if you look at the judgment of the judges, you see that Emmanuel scored more points in the presentation round.
That's right.
He scored more points. It was presentation style that actually did him.
Right.
And it was because it was not lively. He didn't put so much in his style.
Right.
Whereas Fabian put so much in his style,
right,
and that gave him an edge.
Right.
That gave him an edge, because if you see in his presentation style, he was scoring 3 points ahead of Emmanuel.
Right.
So that gave Fabian an edge over Emmanuel.
Right.
So the judges were very, very accurate with their decision.
Okay.
And good luck to Emmanuel, but please check up on him after the debate, because something is definitely wrong with that guy.
Okay.
That's not Emmanuel.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will. TA, thank you very much for joining from Finland. Meg is on the line. Hi, Meg.
Hi, Sandra. My voice is so low. I wonder what happened to Emmanuel today.
I don't know. We're all wondering.
What happened to him? What happened to him? I want to encourage him, whatever it is that made him not putting his best foot forward today. Let him remember he has a match with somebody else on Monday. He should.
Oh, Meg's connection cut off there. Meg, give us a call back. Yes, indeed, he has a match with somebody else on Monday. We've got this message here that says, Sandra, this topic is too much for these children. Even me in my 40s, I can't do better than these children. Kudos to both of them. More, see as they debate well. Here's a message from Eunice. Eunice says, Fabian claims that through taxation, government is able to shore up Naira value. What kind of economic theory is that? I salute Emmanuel. His points were very valid, even if rendered with somehow subdued tone. In all, I congratulate Fabian. Best wishes to him in the next stage. Sandra, good job, Madam Moderator. I'm happy about today's debate. I expected a tie, but luckily a victor emerged without a tiebreaker round. I feared for Fabian because Emmanuel was sublime. Congratulations to Fabian. You didn't leave your name, but thank you very much for your message. Here's a message from Abiola in Germany. Abiola says, both of them did very well. I am proud of both of them. Wow, 13 years old. Good luck to them in the future. Here's a message from Tunde in Badagry. Tunde says, Emmanuel is my winner, but anyways, I'm happy for Fabian. Tokosi Dada says, Emmanuel seems to be down. He didn't sound convincing. He seemed to fidget. He looked as if he was ill. The way he sounded, the confidence he exuded before is not really there today. But they both tried. Tokosi Dada from Mushing with that message there. And that's an interesting thing, because before the debate, Emmanuel was very bright. He looked very bright. The person I met after Fabian had gone during the presentation round was very different from the person that I met before the debates actually started. So I don't know what happened there, but most people are right. That's not the Emmanuel we know. Jerome says the debaters, Fabian and Emmanuel, did so well. There's no doubt about the judge's decision on this debate. Fabian had it. Congratulations to Fabian. Jerome in Alagbale with that message. Let me come back to the phone lines. 99.3, hello.
Yeah, President Sandra, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
That is wonderful. When you mentioned the both of them, I say, hey, how come they didn't meet someone else? Then both of them will meet at final. So you get. Busari did well. That is Emmanuel, right? But for the judges, please, people should just allow this, because these guys are the ones doing all this in all these days. You know that whenever our own preferred candidates didn't meet it, then we start condemning the judges, so they didn't do well. Look at the gap. The difference It's not much, just 6 points, right?
Yeah, 6 points, yeah.
When they were announcing this, I said, yeah. But I wanted them to meet at the final. But it's still okay. Emmanuel, please don't give up, my brother, please. Good one, Fabian. You know, I told you. The other people, the guy will meet on, when is that final? First, right?
On Monday.
President Sandra.
Yes.
I don't tell you, say this time. Now at all.
Okay. Well,
thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Well, he still has to get through either Stephanie Ame or Musa Okoya. 99.3, hello.
Hello.
Good to have you on the show. What's your name, sir?
Emeka is my name from Satellite Town.
Welcome, Emeka.
Am I live on to Beg to Differ?
Yes, you are. My name is Sandra. Welcome.
Yeah, Sandra, President Sandra. That was a wonderful debate from those young lads.
Right.
The most intriguing thing about it is their age. I couldn't believe that those kids were actually 13 years of age. And yet they were marshalling those strong points on national radio. I give kudos to both of them. Both of them are champions. They really did well. The other thing is that Emmanuel lacked composure. Like every other person has mentioned, there must be something wrong. Fabian had more boldness, more composure, and was able to even throw in a street slang, better suit than body killer. So I think both of them did well. They are champions, and so the well-deserved victory for Fabian. And I want to thank Nigerian for this wonderful platform you're giving to these kids. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much for calling. Well, someone on Facebook is claiming that Emmanuel is ill. That Emmanuel has malaria. He's on drugs. I don't know who that person is or how that person has that information. But if it is true, then he has like my maximum respect for even showing up and putting up the fight he did, because 6 points, man, 6 points, which would also explain why he's as sad as he is, because to know that, you did your best, but your body failed you, if it is true that he's ill and on drugs. Oh, that breaks my heart. 99.3, hello. Hello. Sorry about that. Call back if you can. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Good to have you on the show.
Good evening. Well done.
Welcome. Good evening.
My name is Irene from Ikorodu.
Welcome. Go ahead.
I congratulate both of them.
Okay.
Kudos to them.
Okay.
But I strongly support Emmanuel's point.
Okay.
So much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Please take your time to check on him.
I will.
Please.
I will.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, Sandra. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome.
Sandra, there is this thing in Amavian. I see if somebody tell Manuel not to get that point. If you get that point, he'll do you something. Because, yes, leave me or you leave it. The way Emmanuel stands today, I'm not expecting that. So I'm strongly believing maybe somebody has told him to step down.
He's 13 years old.
Believe me alone. Believe me. Find out. Yeah.
He's 13 years old. It's not an Hollywood movie. It's not Hollywood. He's 13 years old. They're both 13 years old. He's in SS1. We have someone claiming to be his auntie on Facebook and claiming that he has malaria and he's on drugs. I don't know if it's true, but that's probably a more plausible story, isn't it? We've got Ruth on the line. Hi, Ruth.
Hello, good evening, Sandra.
Good evening. Welcome.
Good job you're doing there.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to congratulate both of them. They did well.
They did.
But the way Emmanuel is sounding, I don't think he was really feeling fine. Just like other callers have been saying, try and check up on him to make sure nothing is wrong with me. I just feel he's not feeling fine.
Okay.
But anyhow, they both tried. They are both genius to me.
Yes.
They tried.
They did very well. Ruth, thank you for calling. At the end of the day, they're 13-year-olds who just debated about taxation. There are lots of 40-year-olds who can't do it. We've got Husseini who says, I think something is wrong with Emmanuel today. He didn't have the confidence today that he always had. Congratulations to both of them. There can only be one winner. The judges are doing a wonderful work, but I tip Fabian and Musa for the final. Good luck to both of them. All right. Asogwa Emmanuel Emmanuel says, wow, so brilliant. They give me hope about my country, Nigeria. Emmanuel is tuned in from England. All right, so this person is claiming that Emmanuel is his nephew, that Emmanuel is her nephew. Emmanuel has not been feeling fine since the weekend and he's been on medication. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. But that also means that my respect for him has risen tremendously. These children are so resilient. They are so resilient. I remember as well that, what's her name now? Andrella Nadi. We met her during the tournament in March. She finished 4th. And she was also ill, but she showed up for her 3rd place match, you know. And I thought that was incredibly powerful, you know. I thought that was incredibly impressive. A lot of us adults, any small headache, let me call in sick, let me take the day off. But these kids show up, and there's a lesson in there for all of us. So congratulations again, Emmanuel. Well done, and congratulations on being in the final 4. You have Monday left, so go and prepare, and I hope you get well soon. 99.3. Hello. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Chineyengwa.
Welcome, Chineyengwa.
The student that wonderful. When I was 13 years old, I'm still putting sand on my body, playing. Honestly, they're wonderful. But what I want to say is, during each of them, after the debating, it's like when you shout for that, the other one, Emmanuel started growing cold feet, as if they already won him. So it contributed to the defeat. And secondly, after each debate, they need to be adequate and cancelled. Let them be cancelled so that they will not be thinking as they have lost everything. That's my contribution.
Thank you, Chineyengwa, for calling. Sam Martin is on the line. Hi, Sam.
Okay, good evening, Sandra.
Good evening, welcome.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, I listened to the two boys.
Okay.
At their age, they did very well.
They did.
They did very, very well.
They
considering
did.
their age and all that.
They did.
And the margin is not that much, slim. It could have been.
It could have gone either ways,
any of
yes.
the two.
It was very close, yes.
However, I beg to disagree with your judge's judgment on last week Thursday between Musa and this other girl.
Akwarando.
Those two people were hot. For me, any of them could have made the final. And their judgment that the girl was repeating or there, because I took time to watch it on YouTube. You could see originality from that girl. You could see the passion. You could see her composure. You could see her demonstration. Not devoid of much camera and all of that. She was prepared. And whichever way the judgment, whatever, I say that I agree with the judgment of that video.
Okay.
That girl was prepared, composed, organized. And I probably ought to have taken the day.
Well,
Musa was also hot. And two of them could have made it to the final, as far as I'm concerned, by my own judgment.
Okay.
For me, there couldn't have been further move for debate and all that. Just take this 1 million naira and give to Musa.
All right, Sam. Thank you for calling. Well, that one don't pass, eh? Let's take a break and bring you the news. Don't miss tomorrow's semi-final match between Musa and Stephanie. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, your moderator. Let's talk about pensions next.
It's 5 o'clock. The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria